Alright, so today, tow truck's in the shop. I've had parts for this old girl for... I guess we probably ought to do something today. Getting started is the hard part.
Should we go?
Let's do it.
How are you, Grandma?
I'm okay. I'm glad it's getting put to use. Sherman wouldn't want it to sit, so I'm glad it's getting put to use. And I can't think of a better place to have it than at FABRICATIon, owned by his son.
See you in a while. There it is. We're working on my dad's truck. So, this truck's mine. And I didn't want it this way. Gosh. So you've noticed last 3 weeks that maybe I haven't been so happy. That's because I lost my best friend. Now I get to fix the truck. I've had his parts, airbags that we were going to put on it forever ago and didn't get it done, but gonna do it now. So yeah, it's a pretty crappy day for me, but it's a good day too. So we'll get after it, quit balling maybe. I thought if I waited like 3 weeks, maybe I could do this without balling, but me and him have turned every bolt on this truck together my whole life, so it's pretty hard to look at it and not think of him. We'll get it done. I'm gonna use the crap out of this truck because that's what it was made for. It doesn't deserve to sit around and rust up, so we're gonna put it to use and try to keep it alive, keep it running. It doesn't make this any less hard though. This sucks. So if you wondered why I haven't been the happy-go-lucky person I normally am, I've been trying pretty hard, but the last 3 weeks have sucked. So it gets better every day a little bit. Life carries on, and we'll keep going. We'll keep making cool stuff, and he's the reason we can do it. So we'll just keep working. I got Randall in the shop. You're gonna start seeing lots of Randall.
What's up, people?
He's gonna be helping us out, running a camera, wrenching on stuff. All right, so airbags. The old tow trucks needed airbags forever. When we pulled that Jeep out of Hog Canyon, we flopped the springs over backwards and ruined them, and that's when I told my dad I'd put airbags on it for him, and I got the springs done. We just didn't have all the parts to put airbags on it, so now we'll get them put on there. And I'll show you. I got these little pucks, and they're gonna bolt down, and this airbag's just gonna float in there on the bottom side. That way, if I stretch it out, it's not gonna rip my airbag or anything. Maybe a little noisy, but I think they're gonna be just fine and work good. If they don't, I'll do something different, but for now, that's how it's getting it. You may recognize these mounts. I was gonna use them on the FJ, and then that failed miserably. So now they're going on the tow truck. This one needs a little straightening because we bent the crap out of that thing. So we'll take it. All right, so we got our bags ready to go. We got the ports put in them. We're getting them bolted on here, and then we'll go test fit and see exactly how they're gonna fit and if they are gonna fit, go over, I'll show you where they go. So, you used to have some overloads on this that pinned on right here. I'm gonna drill that and tap it and put that thing right there. And then that is gonna set right there like so. Smell like gas to you?
A little bit. It's smelling like gas for some reason right here.
I may should figure that out before I go to welding.
Yeah, you don't want to blow this place up or burn it down, one of the two.
Yeah, I think we've got some tank bending, leaking issues somewhere here. I'll figure that out. Alright, so I think this needs to be flat right here. So I think what we're gonna do is unbolt it real quick, take it over to the mill, flatten it out, then we'll drill and tap it so we can put a bolt in it right there. That's gonna make things way better. We want to do it right, so that's what we're gonna do. That bit is it's not in very good shape. My dad was the last person to use it. He used her up pretty good for me. All right. It's sharp. This will get her all leveled out good. Yep, now we can drill and tap that sucker and have us a nice flat surface. Mark this and see where we need it. Looks like a pretty good spot. Alright. That was easy, right? Got good threads in there. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We'll put a bolt in that thing and be done. Well, if I'm tough enough. Oh, I'm real close to tough enough. Let's lift it up higher. There you go. I can squeeze it with my...
Oh.
There we go. Now, set that on there. Get a bolt. Bolt the other one on. Okay, that's how that's going to set, just like so. Airbag's going to go just like that. They'll be beautiful. It's time to go eat lunch.
Okay.
Let's go eat lunch. Alright, we ate some lunch, and while we were eating lunch, we decided this is coming out. This is the old bump stop right here. That rivet's already cut off. I just got to cut one rivet off, pull it out. And then there's nothing in here to hit this bag and pop it ever. We did a little precautionary spray some soap and water on the fuel tank. Just because it smells like gas. Should be fine. I can't see any reason why not. We'll chop this sucker apart. Voila. Okay, I'll get the grinder, grind that frame up a little bit, and we'll go to welding. Alright, hopefully we got a better outcome than we had last time we dealt with airbags. If you'll remember back to the old FJ, stuff didn't go my way with airbags. And it's still... Don't get under that. Hopefully this works better. I think that's the spot. Alright. That thing's mounted. We got ourselves an airbag.
That ought to keep it from ruining another leaf pack, huh?
I think so. I think that'll keep them from arching over. So now all we got to do is do the other side. We won't bore you with that. And then run the air lines up through, put the controller inside, and we'll go out and start moving some cars. We got this part sitting in here and we realized we got some issues because we haven't moved this and there's a lot that's got to come off. So they weren't exactly the same and we need them the same. So we're gonna cut them to what they are. It was about a 1/4 inch different than the other one. Randall will get this all milled out and then we'll put her back together. I'll go over and cut that other mound off the truck, and things will be good. All right, we got her cleaned up. Now we'll go over and drill it, tap it, put it on. Bags are in it. This one's got air in it, the other one doesn't. We're gonna go ahead and run the lines up through now and get the little switch. Oh, I didn't even show you the little switch. So, that's my little airbag switch. That's gonna go in the dash. We'll get all these lines ran and air working, and then we'll show you how it works. I hope. All right, so I'm gonna give you a little history lesson on this here truck. So this truck started out as a dune buggy. We built it. My dad didn't even have a truck, so we built this dune buggy out of a four-wheel drive Travelall, international Travelall, mid-70s-ish. We cut it apart, built a dune buggy, and then my brother James found an international cab. So we took the cab, set it on the dune buggy, and made a little short bed pickup out of it. That pickup was the cab was just junk. The wiring sucked in it. It was always shorting out on us. So I came across this brown colored truck, which was a two-wheel drive, 3/4 ton that I paid $200 for, brought it home. Straight as an arrow, not a dent in it. And we got this idea where we're gonna build a truck out of it. So we took all of my dad's stuff out of his International, because it was only International body. It had Chevy, everything in it. And we set this truck on a Blazer frame. So I built a little tiny short bed for it, and he four-wheeled the crap out of it. Jeez. He was actually out hauling logs with it one day and bent it in half. And that's when me and my brothers decided, you know what? Oh, and the blue color here. Yeah, that's he went wheeling one day, tipped it on its side and smashed this whole side in. I have a picture of that too. So I had another truck and I gave him the fenders and the doors and everything off of it. So that's where the blue came from. And then my brothers, we decided that we would reframe this thing for him. So they came down on like a Thursday night and we thrashed on it, and we tore it all apart, put a 3/4 ton frame under it, and I 1/4 inch plate boxed the inside of the whole frame, so he wasn't gonna bend it in half again. But we were just setting the motor in, and my crane broke and dropped his 400 that he had in it on the ground and broke the crank off of it. We had to build a motor too, and that's how you get the motor that's in it now currently, is because we broke his motor. But this truck, there is no bolt that me and my dad did not take out of this thing and put back in it. It has been 100% built, hand built. It's been abused and used. He used it every day just for things that it was never meant to do. So I plan on continuing that. That's why I'm putting airbags on it, because I'm gonna beat the ever-loving tar out of this thing and keep using it. And that's the way he would have wanted it. So that's what we're gonna do. Continue working. This little fitting is going to give us air to our switch, and my old man already had it plumbed for it into his air system, so that makes things nice when you can just hook it up. So we'll get this screwed in, and then we can run a line inside. We're actually going to run 2 lines inside, one to feed it and one to feed the bags. All right, there's that. Plumb some bags together in the back with this little thing and run some line. We'll plumb some air line across this thing. Oh yeah, that's the spot to go through the frame right there. Maybe. Probably should have poked all of this through there and then plugged it in. That may have been the smart thing to do. Got it. Here, let me see if I can hang on to it for 39 seconds now. All right, she ain't going nowhere now. Works perfect. Or it's going to.
Can this stuff get hot and melt if it touches?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to route it somewhere that it Hopefully won't. I'm not gonna lie, it's way easier having someone down here helping you. Alright. It's on. Okay. Says in the fine print, if we start this, build some air, this is all gonna work. Do we believe that? I don't know yet. So, don't get under that.
I guess you guys will have to tell us what you think on that.
So this has got an old Chrysler air conditioner pump that my dad put on it. That's what builds our air. We're up to 60 pounds. So we're at 90 already. That shut off. We got air now. Oh yeah, watch the bags. That's 30 pounds of air in the bags. I'll bet you that'll hold a load. So, woohoo!
Winning.
Airbags, one, me one. We're tied up now. Redeemed myself on the airbag situation. We'll go hook onto some stuff and drag it around the yard and haul it down to the boneyard. That's the reason I went and got this old girl from my mom's, because I was at the point where I had to move some stuff and figured today was the day I could deal with it. So here we are dealing. I'd go under on this one. Eventually we'll need it, just not today. Let's haul it down there. Alright, so we got 31 or 2 pounds of air in the airbags. Seems to be handling the weight pretty good. Not that this thing's all that heavy, but seems to be happy with it. We're gonna tow her down, put her in the boneyard. That rides 1,000 times better than it used to with a car on it. Alright, so it's the next day. Airbags, still got air in them. So, we did something right. We got lots of good plans for this old truck. Me and my dad talked about it a lot. What he wanted to do to it. He just never had the money to get it done. And he wouldn't let me do it. So, we're gonna do it. We're gonna put an ARB in the back. It's got a spool in it right now. We wanna be able to steer it. So we're gonna put an ARB in it. We're gonna put a big block in it, fuel inject it. We got bunches of plans. This winch is gonna come off. We're gonna put a hydraulic ram underneath of the boom to lift it up and down. But that's in the future. We got some stuff to get done first. Rock sliders, I've gotta go back on it. I'm gonna go up. We build them once. They're up to his house somewhere. I gotta go find them. We'll put them back on. After the frame swap, we never got them put on. We'll get all that done to it, and this will be a killer old truck again, tearing it up. So, thanks for watching.